Today we're going to take a look at some of the stories that are actually real. This is episode 1, and on episode 1 today we're going to be talking about Cannibal Cafe. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like, Cannibal Cafe. This is going to be the most Tokyo Ghoul thing you've ever heard in your life. So let's start from the beginning. In 2001 there was a man named Armin Maiwis. Armin Maiwis lived in Germany and he was a computer tech repair person. Pretty much he would just fix all of the computers and like all of your technological stuff. He seems like a pretty good guy, right? No. Anyways, in 2001 he found a website known as Cannibal Cafe. He posted an advertisement saying that he was looking for someone to be eaten. Word for word it says, looking for a well-built 18 to 30-year-old who wants to be slaughtered and then consumed. Now, him coming from a computer background, he didn't take the site too serious. But to his surprise, a man named Bernd Brandis responded to the thread. Bernd Brandis was an engineer from Berlin, Germany. Both of them somehow happened to live in Germany. Now let's talk about what Cannibal Cafe was. Cannibal Cafe was the perfect website for cannibals. Cannibal Cafe had everything from live meat being sold to women being sold to people wanting to be eaten. It's pretty crazy that all of this was on one website. Most people would post their cannibalistic fantasies and hope they get a reply. Some of these people even linking up in real life and allowing the other person to consume them. Welcome to episode 1. Like I said, this all took place back in 2001, and since then the website has been taken down. But of course, I know how to find it, and I know how to show it to you guys. Anyways, back to the story. The two began exchanging conversations with one another when both of them decided they wanted to meet up in real life. On March 9th, 2001, Armin Maiwis and Bernd Brandis met in real life. This is where the story takes an incredibly dark turn. If you throw up easily from very sick things, I probably wouldn't watch the rest of this. The two shook hands with one another and both of them proceeded to enter into Armin Maiwis' house. Upon entering the house, apparently there was candles lit in every corner of the room. Think of it almost as some sort of romantic setting. Like I said, this was a fantasy for these people. Armin Maiwis begins showing Bernd the house when things begin to take the dark turn. Armin Maiwis then escorts Bernd to the bathroom. You're probably thinking to yourself, why would he escort him to the bathroom? Bernd Brandis then removes all of his clothes and lays in the bathtub. Armin Maiwis then watches this man enter the bathtub and begins setting up video cameras recording the entire thing. Once Bernd was in the bathtub, Armin Maiwis then began to complete his fantasy. He grabbed his knife set and sat right next to him. Armin Maiwis cut off Bernd's glizzy and then began to feed it to him. Talk about a glizzy goblin. They both began to eat the glizzy when suddenly both of them realized it was too chewy. Keep in mind, like I said, Armin Maiwis cut it off. It was Bernd's idea. Brandis originally wanted Armin to just bite it off, but apparently it was too difficult. I don't think you guys realize how insane of a story this is. No way I'm getting monetized on this video. As they're both sharing this glizzy, both of them said it was too chewy, so Maiwis had an idea that he was going to cook it. Then Armin Maiwis took it, put it on the skillet, started putting some salt, garlic, and then even poured himself a glass of wine. As Brandis is in the bathtub bleeding out, Armin Maiwis is literally enjoying his so-called meal. It's been stated that as he was sitting in the bathtub and he was eating, he actually ended up reading a book and it took about 3 hours. How could you sit in your bathtub when your homie is literally a glizzy goblin? Once Maiwis came back, he had a concoction full of pills that included sleeping pills, painkillers, and even had him some alcohol. Once Bernd took the pills, Maiwis then kissed him on the forehead, then grabbed a knife and proceeded to stab him in the throat until he was dead. Once the man was dead, Maiwis then picked up the man and put him on a little hook thing. Maiwis then began cutting up his flesh and storing it inside of the freezer. And he ate this man's meat for 10 months. Literally. He consumed as much as 44 pounds of this man's flesh. The story ends on somewhat of a good note. 10 months later, Maiwis was arrested after posting another advertisement looking for another person. Yes, he's still alive. He was sentenced to life in prison, so I guess he's a vegetarian now. Okay, now that you guys know the story, here comes the good part. This website was seized and taken down by the police during this investigation, but I was able to track down the website and actually show you guys exactly what was on it, including the original chat logs. So I'll meet you over at the computer. Okay, welcome to my computer, and today we're gonna show you how to find the original website. So I was able to find the link for the original, and if you click enter on the forum page, it actually comes up that it's a dead website. As you can see, somebody bought the domain. But if we use a tool known as the Wayback Machine, we can kind of go back in time. This is like literal time travel. All we have to do is just enter the link and click on Browse History. As you can see, it loaded and it has some time saves from all of these years. So we're gonna go back to 2001 when all of this happened. Okay, as we can see, the latest we can get is on May 2nd, 2001, which is a little after all of this occurred. It's still gonna be really interesting to show you how these chat logs work. So we're gonna hover over May 2nd and we're just gonna click. Okay, so now we are on the Cannibal Cafe forum. Wow, this looks exactly how a Cannibal Cafe forum would look. We're gonna go through each of these little sections and we're gonna find the craziest things we can find. Also, I'm going to blur as little as possible unless there's something that I absolutely have to. All right, so let's click on animal livestock. Oh my God. I'm currently on the webpage where these women were used as livestock. Let's go ahead and read a couple of these. Cow, Stephanie's training is almost complete. Okay, so they're referring to this woman as an animal. She will soon be auctioned off as a snuff slave or butchered for her meat. Her termination options include, but are not limited to, total dehumanization, extreme torture, hanging, asphyxiation, vivisection, live butchering, impalement, and ritual slaughter. The LTP livestock counselors have recommended that she give a starring role in a snuff video. Stephanie needs an owner. Wow, there's a lot to unpack here. They're auctioning off this woman and they're literally telling you what you should do to this girl. Like, it literally says total dehumanization and extreme torture. And if we click some of the photos, it looks like that this is a note apparently from Stephanie and it's signed "Your Cow." I am ready to be surrendered to you, to be yours, to be your cow. I can't really read cursive really well, so maybe one of you guys can translate this for me. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one. Ashley has been donated to the CNM HFSA on an involuntary basis by her ex-boyfriend, Dr. Gong. They made that sound really professional, but pretty much it seems like her ex-boyfriend kidnapped her and then sold her to these people involuntarily. Our new cow, Ashley, is a 21-year-old girl who is nominated for being me. Dr. Gong said that she had been trained in oral skills and was recommended that she be used as a breeder. She would make a great start on your new line of human cattle. Lean but tall enough to get a good amount of meat back. She is clear of any STDs. Can you feature that? Whoa, 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 whoa. And if we zoom into the photo, we can see what this woman looked like, and wow. I'm speechless. Cal Tina required very little training when she joined the California and Midwest Human Female Stockmen's Associates herd. She was found to be so completely sub and willing to be used as a dehumanized blank toy. After the briefest training, she was ready for absolutely any purpose that came to mind. Our LTP counselors were unable to restrain themselves and used Cal Tina in a cattle training video to illustrate the fine arts of sexual ritual suicide. We have a freezer full of her fine meat, and the Cal Tina snuff video will be available soon through our online order page. I literally found a picture of human female meat. Oh my God. I found this photo, but I'm gonna blur it. It says, I could serve as your punching bag, taken into your cellar and strung up, ready for your workout. I could be made to bend over the kitchen sink while you hack away with a butcher knife. Enough of this, I can't even look at it. We're gonna go on to the next one. Okay, so this is the press release. Pretty much I just read all of this. It says, due to the confirmed outbreak of mad cow disease, their inspection team is going to carefully look over all of the meat sold. They have an inspection team dedicated to making sure that the meat from these people is clean. Pretty much this is the livestock application where pretty much you can donate yourself or donate somebody else to be a part of them. And by them, I mean you want to be eaten and sold. It says voluntarily and involuntarily. This is horrible. Beheading, livestock termination preference, live roasting, butchering, dismemberment, beheading, hanging, other asphyxiation, impalement, ritual suicide, religious sacrifice, vivisection, or other. This is horrible. On to the next one. This talks about how they train their livestock. Nothing really interesting there. Okay, we're gonna go on to the message board now to see how these people communicated with one another. When will we have an update? We're all getting hungry. This guy says, roast my wife, Kim. Hello, everyone, and especially all you guys out there. Hey, I am married to Kim, and she's a fresh, young, prime piece of meat. I would like to see her used as a slave by men and women both, and would enjoy seeing her wow. And eventually cooked at a barbecue. Kim is related to Sarah Van Horn, and Sarah has already posted on the site, so if anyone wants to write me or Kim about being their slave, oh my God. Oh my God. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. I have to get off this website. This is disgusting. I can't do this anymore. That's been it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video to somewhat of an extent. I thought that this would be an interesting series to cover because not many dark web stories are actually told the way they're supposed to be told. And as far as every other YouTube video I've seen, nobody has actually been on this website and showed you exactly what you wanted to see. So if you guys want to see more content like this, please make sure to like this video and leave me a comment down below, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate if you guys click that subscribe button because I want to hit 200,000 subscribers in the next few months. If you guys want to see another episode of this series, please make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what story you want me to cover next. Anyways, guys, this has been your boy AustinVro, and I will see you guys later with a brand new video.